cavern system underneath Hymnum. Upon reaching a geothermal cave, my apologies, the party came across an ancient monolith radiating with arcane power. After digging out a part of it and reactivating it, you all received a foot-wide sphere of swirling arcane energy inside of a kind of crystalline shell. You explored down some newly revealed metal tunnels before falling back to take a nice rest. After resting and identifying and deciding that this elemental bomb, as you learned it to be, had 84 hours remaining until detonation, you decided to head up to the surface, wherein you encountered a Taratan herald on his way down into the cave system that you were in. After a brief attempt at parley, an altercation started. Mornay was slain, and the Taratan herald forced to withdraw after being bullied into a acidic hot spring. We will be resuming here, inside of this geothermal cave. Mornay's corpse still smoldering at the entrance.
I don't suppose anyone has gentle repose.
There's nothing gentle looking about that.
I mean, our best bet is to go to the surface and find someone who does.
Yeah, but by the time we get to the surface, we'll have to have a more expensive spell than Revivify.
Doesn't Revivify only work in like a minute?
Yeah, I mean, it hasn't been a full minute since he died.
How close are we to the surface?
A couple hours away, I would assume. Especially carrying someone.
That DM, like how far away are we from the surface?
Actual linear distance?
Time-wise.
Time-wise, that would slap you guys at about...
Greater than a minute, less than a minute?
Oh, yeah, well greater than a minute.
Right, so it's going to take the long, expensive one anyway.
2 hours.
Right. So we're going to need Raised Dead at a minimum. So why don't we deal with this bomb before we get to the surface and everything gets fucked sideways?
I mean, that sounds like a good idea. How do you propose that we deal with this?
Doesn't already have a bag of holding?
Yeah.
Can't we put the thing in the bag of holding and then overload the bag of holding and send the bomb to the astral plane where it is decidedly not our problem?
I suppose, but I don't know why no one trusts the Artificers Guild.
Yes, a bureaucratic organization that's...
Let me put it this way. I live in the city. I don't trust that they're going to do that they won't do something that will detonate. I want this thing gone. And I want to be sure it is gone in such a way that it can't, get us all killed. The only way we can be sure that that has happened is if we do it ourselves.
All right. Artie will just dump some water out. Is it still as hot as when it went in? Did we get a clear answer on that? Is thermal transfer happening in the void? Or alternate universe? Whatever?
Gilbert?
It comes out hot. You reason that not enough time has passed to be able to tell anyway.
Alright, well, I'll put the orb in. And then overload the bag.
What?
We're getting rid of the orb via bag of holding.
Alright, you put the orb in the bag of holding.
And then I go and put water until it's no longer a bag of holding.
Until it ruptures.
Indeed.
I mean, do I even need to do that? Can't I just, like, make it not a bag of holding by withdrawing my magic or something?
Is that...
Well, we want the magic of the bag of holding, though, to is what sends it to the astral plane. We don't just want it to reappear next to it. Or to just burst out of this now mundane bag.
Alright, then, yeah, just rupture it then. Rupture the insides.
Alright, you rupture it.
The Rebel Alliance could have used that bomb.
To do what?
Many Bothans died to get us that bomb.
The party dumped their problem where it wasn't theirs anymore. How will this turn out?
In the astral plane? Yeah.
Do we know anyone from there?
I mean,
If the answer is no, then
hurt it. The bomb can't hurt it in the astral plane anyway. It's a bomb to destroy in the material plane. It wouldn't have any effect in the astral.
So, Yuri, what should we do about the Herald? Got any ideas for that?
Pulls out disguise kit.
Just live the rest of our lives in disguise?
There's only one way to be free from the Empire.
Well, he shot first, right?
No, we did.
Okay, let's try this again. He shot first, right?
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Yes, he
He
shot
asked
first.
him nicely 3 times to please, sir, let us pass. We have this bomb. We're trying to take care of it. Please.
Okay, let's try this again. So we were walking through these tunnels, and this random guy started shooting at us, right?
Right. Screaming about off limits.
Oh, no. He
Oh, no, he
just
never
started
identified
threatening
himself. He just
started
started
to threaten
blasting.
us with a bomb, talking about how he would destroy the city. So we took the bomb from him and saved the city.
Right. Yeah, what he said. I got an 8 in charisma. It's my dump stat.
Right, so with the bomb taken care of, is there any reason to go to the surface?
Not immediately, unless we want to...
Resurrection?
Yeah. No, we'll need to do that eventually, but I'm thinking it's best to go early because the longer we wait, the the more time we give the Herald to report on our activities.
How much time did you give him already?
It's been, what, just a minute or so?
I mean, he just teleported away.
I mean, I'll help you guys out here with the decision-making process. Pete intends to bring in a new character.
Oh. Yeah, then I guess we're
At
staying
least that's
here.
what he told me.
Unless we want to get to the surface and try and spread our own story about an evil herald that tried to magically
He hasn't
blow
been
up the
gone
city.
long. His teleport spell, if he teleported...
Yeah, but if we want to control the narrative, we have to get our narrative out there first.
I mean, something tells me that the Empire is going to believe their herald over us.
Yes, but the townspeople of this city may believe us over the herald of the Empire.
Yeah, but the Empire conquered the town, so...
Not very long. And besides, we don't need the officials to believe us, we just need the people to.
Right, that's how rebellions are started. How else are we going to crush the evil empire without gathering the people to help us?
That's one option. The other option is we could just move away from the Empire. Or stay in hiding for a little bit.
And let these people suffer? Never! The empire will fall.
Wait, they're suffering in our city?
All who serve the empire suffer.
Hasn't it just been, like, an inconvenience at worst? Like, how bad has the Empire been treating the city? Damn.
Well, outside of a significant increase in, I guess we could say, political censorship, and the temples being a bit more targeted with, how should I put this? You know how China likes to subvert and co-opt religion? Outside of some shady shit in that regard, where they have been getting their claws into the temples and, you know, what you can and can't do in the city's more restricted. They do have a curfew, which has just never come up with you guys. It's worse than it used to be, but it's not terrible. It's, you know, you guys just fought a war with them 4 months ago.
So, chances
So
of revolt...
So who are Ukraine in this situation?
No.
No. You're not getting bombarded daily by artillery.
What he's saying is we should call our neighbors and have them put a certain someone on a train in Geneva and send them this way.
What?
I'm not getting that reference either.
Lenin going
Oh.
to Russia. The Germans just stuffed him on a train and sent him to cause a revolution.
Yeah.
So we're gonna support a Bolshevik revolution here?
I mean,
Is that
that's
what we're
kind of what Mr.'s character's all for the people's uprising.
That's what that was about, is revolution.
I mean,
It's about bringing down the empire.
So you're saying that there's a need here for a permanent revolution.
I don't know about permanent, but
It sounds like just the noble families are the ones who have lost the most and they're most salty about this kind of thing. Doesn't sound like the kind of thing I would necessarily want to get involved in, despite me having no particular love for the Empire.
wow.
But then again, we're already kind of involved right now.
I mean, aren't you from this country? Isn't your character from this country?
Kind of. Yeah, I've been here a while, but I've most people I wouldn't think are terribly nationalists about this place.
Yeah, but still, you wouldn't want a foreign nation just to take over, to march into your thing under gunpoint and take over.
Well, for my character, the nothing's really changed, and that's all he really cares about. I mean, sure, new guards, new uniforms, new tax system, whatever, but day to day, nothing has really changed. Why would I support a new government? Why would I get myself involved in something as dangerous as politics?
Okay. See, it's just the opposite for Alpha. He was a soldier, that fought against the Empire. Fail in combat, was rebuilt as one of their killbots to further their ambition.
I am but a ferryman who ferries things across the way.
He is furious. He has a burning hatred to see the Empire burn. Just burn.
Lots of fire there. All that said, we still need to figure out what we're doing right at this moment. So, now that we've realized we don't have anything pressing, I vote we stay here a little bit longer.
I say we go deeper. We found something cool going deep. Let's go deep.
We gotta go. We need to take a rest. Get out of this area. Get back down deeper inside the catacombs where we were, and take a rest in one of them places down there.
I think some people need a long rest here, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that before we do anything. Anyway, because
how about we move away from the location where you guys fought this wizard, just in case he comes back?
I agree. Totally.
Yeah, we can head back to where we took.
Yeah, we'll go back down deeper inside the catacombs where we were. We came up this ladder to fight this guy. We specifically sought him out.
No, we just ran into him on our way to the surface.
And then he started shooting at us, without declaring anything.
Right. He saw me and Artie and started firing. Being he was a Warforged as well. I don't know. I'm not sure what that was about. He was a racist. He was trying to kill the fleshy meat bags that were with us.
It does endlessly amuse me how you guys buy into your own bullshit.
Hey, we gotta tell the story. Keep it strong, man.
Look, if I can convince the party of our own propaganda, it makes our story a lot easier to tell the guards. Even if they get caught in the lie, they don't remember what actually happened to worry about it.
My character's smart enough to know what happened. He just let's run with this other story because it sounds better.
I will note, though, that I do keep track of what the actual story is.
Oh yeah, no, I know exactly what.
Player failure to remember the truth because they bought their own lies doesn't make
no. Alpha knows exactly what happened. He punched somebody he shouldn't have punched and damn near got his buddy killed for it. He knows, believe me. But he's gonna go with understory. I mean, Yuri's story because Yuri's the dwarf, and the gnome, and the gnomes are good at coming up with plans.
Alright, so let's go head back to the steam tunnels and make a camp for a long rest.
Okay.
Alright, so I'll lead us off back to where we were before.
The boiling lakes?
The steam tunnels. Off the boiling lakes.
Oh, right. Okay.
The ones made of metal and some such?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, you guys head in there. How far are you going?
Back to where we took the short rest last time.
Alright.
Do we encounter any issues on the way?
You do not.
Then I believe we begin setting up camp.
Yes.
I'll take first watch.
I'll take second.
The two droids will set up on all watches. We don't need rest.
Oh, okay. Never mind then. Here he goes to sleep.
You know, we can go into rest mode for 4 hours instead of a long rest. But we're still conscious and can know what's going on around us.
Elves are 4 hours. We're 6.
6 hours. 6 hours, yeah. We need to inactive, yeah. We are not rendered unconscious and can see and hear as normal.
Alrighty. You all bunk down for your rest. During the period of fourth watch, the wee hours of your rest, you hear some clattering off in the distance.
Is it from behind or in front?
From ahead.
How far in the distance?
Give me a perception check.
Oh wait, I'm still asleep, so...
Now, if it's just in the final part of the last rest, that's over 6 hours because the long rest is 8, which means Artie and I would not be asleep anymore. We would not be in rest mode.
Okay.
So yeah, so we just so that makes just being knowing.
Alright. So, you can hear this metallic clatter in the distance. You can't really tell how far away. Oh, I'm sorry. Alpha, you can tell how far away it sounds like it's echoing quite a bit. It's maybe a couple 100 feet away.
Couple 100 feet. Mm.
Let's head back to the boiling vents.
Well, the party's still asleep.
I mean, it's heading this way, right?
Does it seem like it's coming this way?
Unclear.
I will send my owl.
How long do we have till the end of the long rest?
40 minutes.
Is there a door to this room?
No. You guys have set up camp at an intersection.
So I sent my owl to scout it out.
Alrighty.
I'm going to hold off waking the party to the last possible moment.
Your owl spots a half dozen of these. They appear to be hanging around the entrance to a larger room.
Are they coming this way?
No. Armerson, you can see through your owl's eyes that they're most is kind of messing around by this opening. It's not really clear what they're doing, but they're moving around quite a bit.
All right, then we're going to hold and wait. And if they get within, if they start coming this way, we're going to start waking the party. But we're going to hold till as long as we possibly can to let them get their rest.
Yeah, but I'll just stealthily keep watch.
Yeah.
On them. And while this is happening, I'd like to go to the boiling water and fill up a bag of holding with it.
Okay.
And then head back to the party. Because, boiling water with 3d6 and disadvantage on concentration checks?
Yeah, that's if you're immersed in it.
Oh. Would it deal less damage?
Yeah. Yeah, what that pool was doing was that pool as an environmental effect. It's not exactly something you can weaponize outside of, utilizing the terrain.
Oh. So, just pouring it on people wouldn't do anything, really?
I mean, it would. We're talking like a third of the damage, though, and it won't have the, interference with spell casting.
D6, then.
Correct.
Then I guess it's not worth it. Also, you said that it was like a grapple check to just put it over their head. What if I wanted to put the bag all the way down, all the way from their head to their feet?
That'll take several turns.
All right. At least if the bag's over their head, they're functionally blind. So does anything happen while we keep watching?
No. Nothing occurs while you guys are keeping watch, and the long rest completes.
Alright, I guess we all start waking up at the end of this long rest.
Yeah. And I informed the party of what we saw outside of that room, where we've had 5 of them, or 12 of them little Mecha beholders.
6.
6.
I thought that was. I thought you said
Half
12.
dozen.
Half down. Half. Yeah. So I tell the party, 6 of them. You want to go kill them?
Well,
What were they
that's what we're
guarding?
here for.
Doorway.
Yeah, all right.
I mean, they're of interest to the alchemical or alchemist guild. At the very
Artificers.
least.
Yeah. Give us money for each one of them we bring in. We done got one. We can make another bag of holding and store them in it. Well, Artie can because he's had a long rest.
Oh yeah, no, right. We destroyed the last one.
Right. We got rid of the bomb. He can make another one though after a long rest, and we can store all these in it, and go take them to the sorcerer, to the guild, make some fundage.
All right. How do we want to approach this?
I mean, y'all. I don't know how y'all want to approach it. My usually approach is just walk in, grab one of them, and smash it into the pieces. I mean, that's normally how I like to get things done.
I think I could sneak in and are they bunched up? Were they bunched up tight enough where you think I could hit a bunch of them with
DM.
Molotov?
What's the area of your AoE?
I think it's 10 feet, right? So a square.
Yep, that would take up the whole doorway.
How many would I be able? All of them or part of
Mhm.
them? Okay.
All of them.
So
Fireball. Ooh.
so I could sneak up and throw a Molotov at them, and that will light up the area too, so you guys can see them.
And I've also got an AoE that can disable them, so I'd like to. Probably a good idea for me to sneak up with you.
Yeah. And then once
All
y'all
right.
sneak up and get them set, I'll charge in and it'll be on.
Let's do it.
All right.
So, how much? What action is it to climb out of a bag of holding again?
What?
Like, if I'm in a bag of holding and my owl drops me off, like it's near them, how much movement speed would it take to climb all the way out and stand up and attack them?
I'm pretty sure you have to be pulled out of the bag of holding.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything in here that allows you to get out yourself.
You leave one arm out, have an arm hanging out of the bag, and then we hit the ground.
All right, yeah, I mean, just like have my leg.
Somebody could throw you like a freaking concussion, like them antique German grenades with the handles on them. In the back.
Just a little potato masher.
Yeah, and you hit the ground. They're like, "What the hell?" Arm pops out, and they're like, "Shit!" You climb out of the damn bag.
Yeah, the stick on the grenade is your arm. They grab by the wrist, throw it.
Wait, so that would be an action though if I tried to do that.
I mean, this also being said, a bag of holding is 2 feet wide and 4 feet deep, so it's really more of a sack.
I mean, it'll be a tight fit.
I mean, I just have to fit into the entrance, though, right?
Yeah, you just have to get into the opening.
So, and turning it out would do this.
But what happens if something? What happens if something happens to the bag while half of you is in the bag? Are you scattered to the four winds inside the astral plane?
He appears right next to the
Only an arm left on the outside. We pick up the bag. It's just an arm. What the
Well,
fuck?
the thing is, the DM already ruled that, like, if it ruptures, like, if the bags are on someone's head and it ruptures, he's not, like, headless.
Well, yeah, because a head is the lower percentage of the body. I should have clarified that. I approached that from the mindset of, since only part of the body is in, it just shunts you out the other side. Easiest exit.
Yeah, I can get behind that. The more of you that's inside the thing, the less of you that's, tethered to the outside world.
I mean, that being said, yeah, functionally speaking, as long as you're not like fully inside the bag, I'm not going to pull any kind of like you get shunted out of existence.
All right.
Wouldn't be out of existence, it would just be to the astral plane.
That's out of existence as far as I'm concerned.
So could I have like my head and arms outside of the bag while the owl's flying the bag over?
That would certainly allow you to get out of the bag once you get dropped, I suppose, yeah.
So if something's sticking part way out of the bag, does that weight still apply? Like, would the owl have to be able to carry the weight of his arms and head?
Yes.
So then just like have my fingers out of the bag?
This is becoming inane.
Well,
Yeah, this is why I don't like artificers.
all that has to happen is I just have to use an action to take you out. If I turn the bag inside out, you pop out.
Yeah, but the whole point of this is so I can get over there and just
Yeah,
use
I just carry the bag with you in it, and then once I'm over there,
That's true, because you have no stealth, Artie. You're not stealthy at all. Hell, we could both go over there in the bag and then pop out and be like, surprise!
that would be too much for one bag, wouldn't it?
Yeah. It's got 500-pound limit.
Yeah, that would be too much.
So are we doing the bag thing?
Well, I mean, you don't really want to spend an action on that, do you?
I mean, if you want to, I will.
Now, me and Artie will hang back and let y'all sneak in first, because y'all are quiet. Get close enough to do some damage, and then we'll cause the distraction.
These things also have really good perception, if I remember. I think I passed on like a 26 or something, and I still got detected. It was something
You
high.
got detected because you were bringing a lamp into a dark room.
Oh shoot, I forgot about that. Never mind. Yeah, so...
Yeah, I do operate on the grounds of you could have gotten a 200 on your D20 stealth check, but if there's blatantly no way you could be stealthy in that situation, it doesn't matter.
No, I totally forgot that I was holding a lamp too. So that makes more sense. So I guess Yuri and I are sneaking up right now.
Okay.
Alright, stealth checks.
Before you go, I'll give both of them a bardic inspiration.
What's this?
It is... I want to say a D8. Yes, D8. And you can keep using it until you succeed on a roll with it.
I mean,
21 and 9.
21 and 14.
wow.
No, 21 and 9.
5 plus 1d8 roll of 4.
Sorry. I saw... I didn't see that you added that.
Yeah, Yuri didn't, even to be a gnome, he was not stealthy.
The gnome starts like, creeping down the hallway and starts, humming, the Pink Panther theme.
On the bright side, you still have that inspiration. The bardic
Doing that
inspiration.
Peter Griffin sneak.
They see you. Roll. Finish. You're getting attacked.
Okay, I'll just use my bardic on the initiative roll then. It's an
yeah.
ability check.
No, I'm just looking at my roll.
Yeah.
I'm concentrating on sneaking so hard that I forget to notice that the enemies have noticed us and started to attack.
So I'm going to assume it's impossible to fail an initiative check.
I have no initiative. I don't get to go.
You are correct. It is not possible to fail an ish.
Okay.
Why are you do not get to go?
No, I was making a joke about failing initiative.
Oh,
But the wording is that a creature can. When a creature adds my bardic inspiration die to a roll but fails. So if there was a way to fail an initiative check, you could use the bardic on it and still keep it, but it was a long shot.
So can I fit all these guys in a 30-foot cube?
Yeah.
I'm going to cast Hypnotic Pattern on them. They all need to make wisdom saves versus charm.
Alright, you cast your spell.
counterspell.
It appears to have no effect on them.
Ah, son of a bitch. What's my range to them?
30 feet.
How far back can I get and still maintain line of sight?
30. What's your movement speed?
25.
25 feet.
I move back 25 feet.
Yeah, these are long, straight corridors.
Good. Okay, yeah, that's all I can do.
Alpha.
Spell didn't work!
You weren't sneaking up, were you?
No.
60.
60 feet? I'm gonna take off. I'm gonna dash in there. I'm gonna hit the first one I get to. Can I do that?
Yeah.
Okay. Does that miss?
That barely hits.
Good. I need him to make me a what is it? Strength save.
Against?
Being shoved backward.
Alright.
Yeah, he failed that. He takes 12 points of piercing damage and he's knocked 15 feet back.
Alright.
And so how many more around me? 2 more? There's 5 more?
What was with the dramatic music right there?
I've got the opening of Elder Ring is playing in the background. I'm not playing it. It's on the homepage or the main screen. That's the music it's playing.
Okay, I was gonna say, I swear to God, was that a violin of murder right there?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's the older ring theme in the back. So I'm gonna action surge, and then I'm just gonna start hitting the other two. I'm gonna hit one more. Wait, is that one dead? The one I just hit?
No.
But I went 15 feet ahead of me, so I ain't
Yep.
gotta worry about him. So I can hit one of the other ones in
How?
action surge.
Ah, okay.
My turn. Yes. One hit.
One hit.
All right, I want him to make a strength save. And he failed. And he takes 9 points of piercing and goes skittering 15 feet away. Hopefully into his other buddy. I tried to push them into each other. And I believe I am done. Yes, I am done now.
All right. These guys. They're gonna swarm you.
Who has one?
They're whirling straw blades spinning.
Three hits.
You take 24 points of slashing damage as these whirling blades begin slicing through the metal and wood that constructs your Warforged form.
Okay, that's fine. I'm cool.
Artie,
So how far away am I?
60.
So I'll move up 30 feet, and then I can get them all with Fairy Fire and no allies?
No, they are surrounding Alpha.
Alpha, mind if you get Fairy Fired if I Fairy Fire all of them?
Okay.
Well, I Fairy
Well,
Fire
I'm gonna
all of
kill them on y'all's turn, do some AoE damage, and kill them. I won't give a shit. If we make it to their next turn with them all having advantage, they'll probably hit me a few times. I mean, not that I can't take it. I have the tough feat, and Constitution is my highest stat, so I have hit points for days.
You know, that makes me think. Would these be considered inorganic material, or is there like because of the people creatures inside, it's organic?
They're not inorganic material.
Okay. Well, Fairy Fire is all I got at that range. It's first level spell. We'll just kill several of them before it gets back to them.
Fairy Fire is first?
Yeah?
Huh.
So they need to make all deck saves.
Alpha, you making deck save?
Oh, I need a deck save? No, I did not make one, but hold on, I will make one.
Well, the 2 nat 20s passed. Alpha. You were 1 off from passing.
It's okay.
So the nat 20s passed and nothing else.
Do you mind if I throw a Molotov on you?
Sure, go ahead. Okay. As long as
Here.
it's these things, I don't care.
That's just Dex for a Molotov, right?
Mm-hmm. Alpha, deck save.
It's too late now, but just for future reference, is that something I could use the aimed shot thing?
No.
Okay.
It's a save, not an attack roll.
What's the damage? How many people failed besides me?
Jaeger, what I tell you the DC was? 13 or something? Like a D6?
I don't actually remember what you said for that.
13 is worse.
I'll look it up.
2 of them passed, and
Deck save 13 and then 2d4 fire.
2d4 fire.
Write that down somewhere, Jaeger.
Okay. Two D4 fire damage.
Mm-hmm.
And what was my 2 pass for the attack?
What?
Right, I have to roll to throw it successfully, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was just a regular attack roll. Yep. No, now that I mentioned you can use aim for that. That would just be to hit a specific thing, though.
To make sure I don't drop it on myself.
Basically, because you're using an improvised, thrown incendiary.
So have we discovered how much damage that is yet?
Yeah, roll 2d4.
Whoever done the bomb or everybody?
4 damage.
Oh, okay. 4 damage of fire.
I'm looking over this. I designed this stupid. That doesn't make sense. You don't have to do the attack roll crap. It's just the save.
Oh, okay.
Nothing else that works like that includes an attack roll, so I don't know why this would. So yeah, it's just the deck save. All right. Anything else?
How far away am I right now?
30.
I will close to 20, and that will be my turn.
All right. Catherine?
There's still 6 of them up, all clustered around Alpha.
Mm-hmm. One of them is bloodied.
Unfortunately, I don't have much to help.
Correction, 2 are bloody.
I'll hit one with a Ray of Frost. The more bloodied of the 2, if I can tell. Otherwise, the one on the right.
Alright.
Does this one get fairy fired?
Yes.
19 to hit.
That strikes true.
For 9 damage. And
Yeah, you blast that thing right in its squishy little face, and it slumps to the ground with a clatter.
bonus action, I will give Alpha a healing word.
Yes.
Or 5 more health. Not much, but it's a bonus action and it's better than nothing.
I mean, for real, yeah, I'll take it.
That's going to be my turn.
Yuri?
So are any of the glowing ones bloodied?
Yes, one is.
Alright, I'll load a special round, and I'm going to pop them.
It's the gnome carrying a hand cannon.
Yeah.
1 hit.
Alright, 14, a mixture of force and necrotic, and it has disadvantage on strength ability checks.
Yeah, it auto fails every check, save, and attack roll it could make. You just blasted its face out its backside.
Oh, it's dead. Cool.
The metal popping in the back.
Backface deformation.
Alright, that's it for me.
Alpha?
Alright, I want to hit one that's been hit before. That is fairy fire. Can I do that?
Uh-huh.
Two hits.
2 hits.
Okay. The second one of these, I'm going to need a strength save because I'm shoving it. And I'm hitting it for 18 points of piercing damage.
Alright.
And I need a strength save from it. Unless it's dead. If it's dead, then I don't need it.
Yeah. Yeah, it don't matter.
Oh, okay.
You did.
Yeah, okay, good. Now then I'm done. And let the 3 that are left go.
Alrighty. Yeah, they're gonna try to slice and dice.
And they all have advantage because unfortunately I am glowing with fairy fire. 1 hit. Yes. Oh,
Dealing some slashing damage.
yes. Love it.
How are you looking?
I'm fine. I've only taken 30 points of damage.
How many hit points do you have?
76.
Nice.
I told you I took the tough feat and I have an 18 constitution. If there's one thing that Alpha is, it's beefy.
That is a Warforged with some scoliosis. All right, Artie.
So there's 3 of them left?
Yep.
I will... How many of them are glowing?
3.
Okay. I will punch 2 different ones. That'll just be the first one. So 12 and 13 damage. And they have disadvantage on attacks other than me until my next turn.
All right. That kills it.
Both of them?
Oh, I'm sorry. I missed the part where you're splitting that. That just bloodies each.
Yeah, because disadvantage versus, like, ending it. I don't know.
Jaeger?
Which is the most damaged one?
Yes, they're all... Well, 2 of them are pretty equally damaged.
I'll go for the one that looks the most. And I'll run up and hit it with a short sword. $22.
That kills it.
Alright, and that will end my turn.
Catherine?
I'm just gonna pick the most damaged looking one and hit it with a Ray of Frost. $17 to hit.
Alrighty.
7 gold damage. Alpha's doing fine on getting hit, right?
Yep.
Alright, Bardic Inspiration to Yuri then, and that's gonna be my turn.
Sleuth?
Yep.
Your attack roll should be at advantage.
Ah,
Roll for crit. Roll for crit. Roll for crit.
Also,
I
a
don't think
7 kills it.
okay.
Well, then it really doesn't matter if he rolls for crit.
Alright, yeah, so Ray of Frost, Bardic to Yuri, that's my turn.
Alrighty. Yuri?
Any of the fairy fired ones bloodied?
There is only 1 remaining.
Oh. Okay, lost count. Oh, I guess I'm going to shoot that one. Is he fairy fired?
This one is like the only one that passed. Two hits.
Okay. I used the Bardic on one because I wasn't sure if it would hit. So he takes 26 force and necrotic damage and has disadvantage on strength ability checks.
I don't think he has this. I think he exploded.
Yeah, you obliterate that guy as well. That one just bursts. Guts and metal shell everywhere.
Oh, that takes care of that.
And as the saw blades wind down, you guys find yourself out of initiative.
Yep, that takes care of that.
And I need to use the restroom. I'll be back.
I thought that was going to go a lot harder than it did.
Now, we really hadn't had any trouble with those things. Those things have always been kind of simple.
I guess that's true.
We've always been able to beat. We've ran into that thing so far 3 or 4 times, and we just tore through them like there was nothing. The first one we killed in the first turn. The first, before it even realized what was going on, it was dead. We braced for a huge fight because we saw it and killed it before anything even happened. It had like 20 hit points or some bullshit. I want to see if I can modify some of their parts to fit me. And them saw blades and things.
So, I guess I just start putting all of the mechanized units in the bag of holding.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense, yeah.
Unless these are too heavy.
I mean, once they get in the bag of holding, they shouldn't be.
Or too heavy for the bag of holding, I think he means.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know how. I guess that would be a Gilbert question to see how heavy they are.
It's true. It's a good question.
We have space in our packs, though, even if we can't fit them all in.
Alright, I'm back. Yep. You'll find yourselves here at the end of a hall opening up into a much larger chamber. The hallway now smelling about as much as opened fish guts as it does of sulfur.
Tuna. Oh, by the way, we're gonna ask you, how heavy are those things? And could we fit them all in a bag of holding?
Including armor, each one weighs 160 pounds.
How much can bags of holding hold again?
500.
So we can fit 3. So why don't we pop 3 in and we can divide the other... Do you want to just, do we need all the bodies, or do we want to just scoop them out of their shells and keep the mechanical bits?
Well, the artificers are probably only interested in the mechanical bits.
So
But
we...
the alchemists probably would like. Do we know if the alchemists would want more specimens?
I mean, they're usually looking for more samples of stuff. Mortimer Cray is a rather sample-obsessed individual.
So money is what I'm hearing. I can carry 40 pounds more. Which leaves... How many were there?
6.
6 of them. So we can put 3 in the bag of holding, and that leaves 3 for you guys to carry if you want. If you have 160 pounds worth of space.
So, yeah, do I think the Artificers Guild would pay more for more samples, or would like 1 or 2 be enough, and then like diminishing returns?
Hard to say. You think they'll pretty much pay for anything that you bring them.
All right.
After all, samples are samples, and more data points allow for, a more accurate study.
Yeah, that's true. Plus, these are all probably damaged in different ways.
Mm-hmm. For example, the one that Yuri utterly annihilated. It's closer to canned fish paste inside of the can. Potted meat.
So, how many are? So we'll just take the ones that are good enough to be samples.
That'd be about 3 of them.
Well, 3 fits in the bag of holding.
If no one else wants to take them, I guess we just take the 3 and move on. And since no one's speaking up, I'll assume that no one wants to take one. So, right. We're going into a room, right?
Yeah, so you see a large cavernous chamber ahead of you.
Can we... Or go ahead.
You can see a platform at the edge of this opening.
Does it look like anything else? Any hostiles inside?
Give me a perception check.
Nine.
All right. You don't see anything hostile looking. Just a kind of a cavernous room, circular platform here, just a bit ahead of you, and a pale blue light emanating from a crystal suspended from the domed ceiling.
All right, I'll walk into the room and see if there's anything interesting in there.
I'll follow him.
Yeah, you guys step onto this platform. Here, the metal passageway has shifted to what you guys recognize to be concrete slabs forming this balcony. Off to your left, this concrete ramp curves around the circumference of having a brain fart here, of a shaft descending deeper into the earth. You can see bronze work and iron work kind of decorating the sides of this shaft.
Is this like an elevator shaft or like a lift?
No, it's not like that. How should I put it? Think a like 8-foot wide ramp curving around a room that is itself about 60 feet wide in diameter. So there's a big hole in the center about, let's see, 16, about 30-something feet wide.
Oh, so it's just a little path spiraling down.
Pretty much.
Can I see how deep it is?
Yeah, you're going to peer over the edge?
Yeah.
Alrighty. What's your dark vision?
I don't have any.
Alright.
Too dark
Yeah,
to see?
you can see faintly illuminated by that crystal overhead. Some broken carts and other equipment, but beyond that, it's difficult to see what's at the bottom here. It looks to be about 80 feet down.
This looks interesting. You guys want to head down?
Sure.
I mean, down's where we're going.
I mean, yeah, let's go.
All right. I don't think my scouting will do much good without light, and light gives us away. So I guess we all go down, unless you guys have a different plan. Nope.
Sounds like a plan. Let's just go.
All right, we'll all head off down the.
Who's got the light?
I have a lamp,
Okay.
and I think we have a glowing rock.
My fist is a radiant thunder gauntlet, so it glows 30 feet bright light, 30 feet further dim.
Yeah, so we have plenty of lights going down.
Indeed, indeed. Plenty of light as you venture down here. One moment. Like a dingus, I forgot to actually stick my map in realm modes.
A classic blunder.
What? What are we doing? We're going down, aren't we? What about him?
Yes.
He needs to get the map.
Oh, yeah, let's get the map. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I need to
I'm
get
gonna
my
get some
own
coffee. I'll be right back.
Alright, yeah. You guys reach the bottom here, and you can see, scattered and broken hunks of will look to be large suits of armor, sculpted of iron and bronze, along with the broken remains of two warforged colossi, flanking a pair of great bronze doors.
Now this is interesting. What can I discern from the Warforged? How are they broken?
Sorry, can you clarify what you mean?
Or can I see how the Warforged were broken? Was there a fight, or is just
Okay.
passage of time sort of thing?
Yeah, give me an investigation check.
Also, does it look like they were guarding something inside the door or outside the door?
Looks like they were standing sentinel. Alright, yeah, you poke around. So it looks like these things broke down over time, just ceased functioning. There's no obvious signs of battle damage on them.
Does it look like this is something the artificer skill would be interested in, or are they too damaged?
I mean, certainly interesting, but these things are old, broken down to a rather substantial degree.
What would it take to fix one of them, do you think? Or is that beyond
You
our
wouldn't
skills?
know. That is well beyond your skills.
Well, something's obviously very valuable behind that door for them to have two Colossus guarding the door. What do you say we try and get that open?
How about I pop my owl through first? Make sure there's nothing dangerous that the Titans were keeping in.
Yeah, that also works.
So I'll go up to the door, try and pop my owl through it.
You try to pop your owl through it. And as you try that, you can see a couple of arcane glyphs on the door begin to illuminate, and your owl appears on this side of the door.
Oh, so thick doors.
You think it might have something to do with the arcane wards that began to glow as you attempted this.
Are the wards just on the door?
You didn't see.
Well, doors don't usually take up Do the doors take up like the whole wall? Like there's nothing but door?
No.
So I'll go to like where the door ends and walk a little past it to the wall and try and pop it into the room through the wall.
Your owl appears on this side.
Darn it. They enchanted the walls too.
Can you read any of those glyphs that pop up?
Can I try to read the glyphs that pop up when I try and pop my owl through it?
I have its prepared explosive room.
Yeah, give me an Arcana check.
Boom.
Does anyone have Arcana to help so I have advantage?
Nope.
I mean, I'm not proficient with Arcana, no. What about Yuri? He's a gnome. They're into that magical bullshit.
It seems like Yuri's missing.
Okay.
Sorry, I nodded off. What's up?
On the road, you just got in from like foreign countries and shit.
Yeah, let's go. Sorry, I lost my place. Is it my turn?
No, we were asking if you knew. No, Artie is trying to figure out what these runes.
Okay. I look at the runes. Do I recognize them?
Well, I mean, I rolled a 26 looking at the runes, so.
You guys can tell that this is some arcane warding against, magic that would allow things to transport themselves both physically or extraplanarly across the threshold.
Oh, so a vault it is. If we're not getting through this magically, at least not easily, do I see any physical means of opening the door?
Yeah, like a handle.
You can see at the center of the door a bronze lock.
Can I try and probe the lock and see if I can pick it? Or figure out what kind of lock it is?
That's two different things.
I'll do... Can I see what kind of lock it is?
Yeah, sure. Give me an investigation check.
13.
Yeah, you poke around. There doesn't appear to be any traditional mechanical components to this lock. Like, you can see mechanical components, but not the kind that you would stick a key in. This lock appears to respond to something else. And as you poke around, you can see some glyphs etched into it. It would appear this lock is warded as well against spells and traditional thieving attempts.
Ah, so a magical lock. How big is the keyway? Like, would I be able to discern from that the size of the key we're looking for?
This does not appear to accept a traditional key.
So I'm guessing something magical with this. Nothing I'll be able to open with tools. If you guys want to have a go at it, go ahead. But I'm gonna be looking around to see if I can find anything that matches the description.
I'm gonna try to pick the lock. Anybody else know how to pick a lock? Can help me?
I do.
Excellent.
Oh, you have
Yeah,
expertise in picking locks?
But like it's magical lock, so is there a way I could combine like my magical knowledge?
Does anybody know the spell knock?
I do, but it's loud.
I mean,
Everyone within 300 feet is going to hear us.
How far are we underground?
Very far.
Okay. Okay, now there's solid walls all around us. We just came through. So if we go 300 feet back to where we came, where would we go? Where would we wind up?
Back in the sulfur pool room.
Where nobody is anyway. We don't think. But I'm just saying, how many people would actually hear from where we are? Only people would hear it would be those on the other side of the door, and they would hear it once we started messing with the lock anyway.
Well, no one that we know, but we also have several tunnels we didn't go down entirely. And do we really want to notify someone on the other door? If there is anyone on the other door, what
Well,
would
that's the only way we're going to get through a magical lock.
I'll start looking around to see if there's anything else magical in the room. Unless someone has detect magic or something.
I mean, yeah, I have Eldritch Sight. I can just see magic. Detect. So, yeah, is there any magic in the room besides the door?
Yes. Yes, you are detecting a magical aura beneath a pile of rubble.
I go over there and start digging through the rubble.
I'll help. I have my trusty crowbar.
Alright, yeah, you guys dig through there. And as you're poking around, you find an armored skeleton, apparently crushed by this rubble, clutching onto a spear that is radiating this magical aura.
You think this is something that the lock would accept?
Does it look like it's the same shape as the lock?
No.
No. But I will use Mage Hand to float it over to Artie, and he can ID it.
I will cast Identify It.
This is a +1 spear.
Does anybody use spears?
No.
No.
I can.
Alright, can I continue looking around this room? See if there's anything else interesting around here?
Alright. Who's gonna put the spear on the character sheet? Who's holding it?
Does anybody else want it?
I can't use it.
I'll take it then.
But yeah, no, you don't find anything else of note around here, Jaeger.
Would it be possible to combine my Arcana knowledge and my lockpicking knowledge in a way that I could possibly open the door?
I can assist them how to lockpick.
I'm guessing it's probably a spell or something that opens this door. If it doesn't have any traditional locking components that we can see.
It could be a magic word. Open sesame or some shit.
Does anyone know the Elvish word for friend?
I know the celestial word for friend.
I'm going to use identify on the door.
Okay.
I know the gnomish word for friend.
Yes, identify tells you that this is a warded bronze door.
Darn it. Hoped it would tell me more.
Does somebody know dispel magic?
I do.
If we dispel the magic, you think you could open these massive bronze doors without whatever assistance is required?
I mean, I believe the two Warforged could swing these doors open.
How big are the doors?
Each one is about 8 feet.
Ooh.
8 feet tall, or?
Oh, 8 feet wide. Tall, we're looking at about 12.
Wow, that's a big break.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so these are probably
big
several
monsters.
tons. I mean, if you think you can lift them.
Well, it's not a matter of lifting, it's a matter of swinging them. If we can get them in motion, they'll swing themselves open.
Assuming they don't have,
Right. They either swing inward or outward. Which way do they swing? Inward or outward, Gilbert?
They would swing outward.
Okay, well, then that'll be a little harder, but we can handle that. I can lift, push, drag, or lift 450 pounds max.
it'd probably take all of us then to...
Yeah, it'll take a couple of us to grab one door, tie a rope to it, and it'll take a couple of us to pull that one door open. But then we could tie it off, and it'll be open, and we can,
I say we, if we've sort of searched the room and found everything here, I say we, try and head back and see if any of the other tunnels have anything of interest. Or, because is this, does the area we're in connect to any different tunnels? Because I'm assuming they wouldn't just have an empty room with guards in it.
This does not connect to any currently accessible tunnels. You can see that there's a second set of, there's a second archway, but it is, filled with rocks.
Darn. Well, you guys want to go back up the shaft and see if we can find another way around? Or anything that would point in the direction of opening mechanism?
I mean, I say we try to open the door. We cast Dispel Magic on the lock, bust the lock open, and then open the door.
Uh,
But that's just my opinion.
it's worded pretty well. I would assume they would have a word for that, but we can try it if the spellcaster wants to. Do we even have the spell magic?
I think Catherine said she knew it.
You want to try it?
I'm not sure if it's a good idea. I think we should look for the way that it was intended to open, but we can.
I'll stand back for this one. I have a feeling that the creators of this door would have thought of something like that and worded against it.
Yeah, I'm going to go back to, how far back does this hallway go in a straight line?
80.
Alright, I'm going to cast light on my dagger, leave it at the door, and then back up to that 80 feet mark to cast Dispel Magic at this door.
Alright. I need you to give me a spellcasting ability check.
Spellcasting ability check.
Basically, use your spellcasting mod.
17.
Yeah, no, it's either charisma mod or whatever kind of caster you're on. Wisdom.
You see the runes on the door light up and flicker before burning out.
Okay, is the door still warded? Magical? Or the lock?
Yuri, you can see that the door no longer has the magical wards on it.
Most clear.
Let's go pick that lock. Yeah, I'm gonna assist. So give him. I guess.
Didn't we not know the mechanism? Like, it's nothing we've seen before.
Yeah, this is not a pickable lock.
I thought it was a magical lock.
No, it was, well, it is, but
It has
There's a
mechanical components.
there's a mundane lock that does not use tumblers like a house would, and then the magical lock on top of that.
Oh,
so we may have just,
I misunderstood. We wouldn't have wasted the spell if we had no other way of picking the other lock.
Wait, the doors swing outward, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the hinges are on this side?
Mm-hmm.
So why don't we just pop the pins on the hinge?
Yeah, we could do that, yeah.
unless they're riveted on both ends, then we'll need to cut off one of the rivet heads and do it that way.
It's made of bronze. It won't take that long or be that hard to do that.
Do we have tools for that?
We all have pythons and hammers.
We have an artificer.
Yeah,
Of course
and then we have an
we've
artificer that can make.
He is the universal tool.
Yeah, let's do that then if it's possible.
All right. This will take some time. So, how exactly are you going to break these hinges?
I think we're just going to have Artie, use whatever tools he's got to pop the hinges. Like, pop the pins on the hinges out. And then we can just walk the door out of the frame.
All right. Armisen, is that what you're doing?
We'll let it fall.
Yeah.
All right. I need you to give me 4 of... do you have smithing tools?
Yes.
I need you to give me 4 smithing tool checks.
What attribute is that?
I'll give him guidance on it.
Let's see. You're trying to break it, so this is... It's more physical.
The point of attacking the hinges by popping the pin out is that it's generally pretty easy to pop the pins out because it's how the hinge is made.
Yeah.
So it's like Dex, because I'm trying to be accurate with the very small pins.
Don't really have to
these
be
ones are
accurate on a massive door.
Yeah, it's not really accurate.
Probably strength.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm gonna go with strength on this just because the pins are kind of big.
For a door that size, that would need to be at least a foot or something.
Yeah, these are big pins. So we'll make this a strength smith tools check.
All right.
So strength plus proficiency bonus.
I'll help.
Try and get a short rest
Plus
while he's dealing with this.
Expertise.
Hold on, you guys are all talking over each other one at a time. From the top, Alpha.
I said I'll help.
All right, so you're helping Armisen. Armisen.
I have expertise with smith tools.
Oh, in that case, expertise instead of just proficiency. Catherine.
Trying to get a short rest in if this takes a while.
This will take a while. All right.
And I
So,
said
yeah.
I was giving him guidance.
What's that again?
A D4.
And this is
You have advantage with guidance, right? Wow.
bang, 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 bang.
All right. So as you work on this, you manage to pop the pins out. This is taken. You get towards the end of a 2-hour period as you unlodge and remove these things. They are really well built. With the last one, though, you take 2 points of bludgeoning damage as you get a bit pinched by the metal when you're trying to remove it. Thankfully, you didn't lose a finger.
And now the door.
You were able to remove the pins.
Now this big brass door, it's 12 foot tall, 8 foot wide, is just free hanging with the lock holding.
Oh, one side is free hanging. The other side is still in.
I thought the door had, it only has pins on each side, but the lock is the only thing holding that one door up.
Right, you remove the 4 pins on the left side door.
Can we try and pull it away from the wall?
We're gonna need to tie some ropes to that, unless you're wanting to pull out.
I back up.
Step back, because that sounds like.
Can we hammer some spikes into the top of the door and tie some ropes off to it so we can pull on them?
Okay.
Without being under the door.
If I recall, iron isn't too much harder than bronze, is it?
It's... I mean... Okay, so in terms of a spike of iron being pounded into a bronze door, yes, you could typically do that. It would be hard enough. Hardness isn't really the determining factor, more of a toughness for that, and the ability to hold an edge, which iron is better at than bronze.
Right. So it'd be doable, just a little bit difficult because you're pounding, metal into metal.
Yeah,
right. It would be hard. Yeah, this is not good. If it is solid bronze, not just bronze clad like wood or something, yeah, it would be extremely difficult to do cold. She might be easier to instead use the smithing tools and a cold chisel to carve out a U-shaped divot into the door, and then to basically form a hook out of just by removing material from the door to make a hook on it, and then just tie a rope around that, rather than trying to pound something straight in.
Yeah, that would be a arty check then.
It would just be a smithing check or something to just use the smithing tools to just cut some of the material up to make something you could fasten a rope to out of the door material. Just cut it up a little bit.
Artie would have to do that then.
All right. Yeah, that seems reasonable to me. Now, the question is, if you guys are going to do that, how are you going to get Artie up there?
Stand on someone's shoulders.
Shoulders?
I mean, it's what, 12 feet tall?
Yeah, so throw him on top of one of the Warforged and have another person brace him.
Yep. My Warforged is 6 foot tall, at minimum.
Sounds like an alpha type job.
Actually, he's
standing on the gnome won't get you the height you need.
Yeah, so Alpha is 6'6", so yeah. He's a big guy.
Okay. So what, you're just having Armerson stand on your shoulders? Is that what you're doing, Armerson?
I mean, I guess so.
How stupid of an idea would it be to have a tiny hut up against the door and then just have him stand on the tiny hut? Because that's 10 feet tall.
I mean, if we can do that, that's amazing. Yes.
How do you get him on top of the dome then?
He'd just have to be outside of it when I put it up. So
And
it
then
won't
we
let
climb
things
on
that are
top of it.
outside of it go in unless they were in when it was created. It works that way, right?
How does that work with bisecting other objects? Because if I recall, that's a 10-foot radius, right? That would put the apex of the dome rather far away from the, apex
And
of
it would
the
be
arch
slick.
doors.
Or I assume it would be.
I have no idea. I don't think it mentions that anywhere.
Let's see. Creatures and objects within the dome when you cast this spell can move through it freely. All other creatures and objects are barred from passing through it.
Yeah, but it would be like standing on top of a ball, right?
I don't see anywhere that it mentions having an object part way through the dome while it's being constructed.
I'll allow it.
Alright. OSHA, look away. I'll start ritual casting Tiny Hut.
We're pioneering the art of construction.
We're the reason OSHA will exist.
I know, right? That breaks like 8 different. Wow.
I mean,
At
we
least
did create a nuke.
Good thing Pete's not here. He'd be having a stroke.
I got $1,000 fine for stepping between 2 scaffolding. 5 stories up.
I told my boss to fuck off because I listened to OSHA's rules once and I got the only injury working at UPS for a year and a half.
Yeah, that usually is what happened. I unhooked my safety line from one scaffolding, jumped across a 5-foot gap to the other one, and then rehooked my safety line. I didn't think nothing because I had to walk the whole top of where they were laying stone, and so I go back down, and I get caught by the OSHA guy on my way down. He says, "Why did you step?" He said, "You know it's illegal to step across like that." I said, "Yeah, but it would have took me too much time to climb all the way down this scaffolding, walk 5 feet, climb all the way back up that other 6 floors, back up that other scaffolding, and I'm not going to do that." And he gave me $1,000 fine.
Should have been like, "Oh no, I didn't. Sorry."
I mean, I knew it was wrong. I knew because
Yeah,
I get on the
That's why you lie. Okay, moving on though.
Anyway, my boss paid it when I showed it to him. He took care of it. He was like, "Yeah, I got it. Don't worry about it. That was a bullshit ticket. He paid it."
All right, so I'm climbing on this thing. Alpha's helping me, and Yuri's casting guidance.
Yeah.
Yep.
And how many steps?
Yep.
Now, I don't know the slightest thing about this. How would you say this is like a long process?
Nah, it's going to take like 10 minutes.
Okay. Takes 15 because of the dome. Hard to get a nice footing. But yeah, you guys are able to get that kind of hook carved out of the bronze.
Once the hooks are, or the hook is carved, I'll throw up a rope
Yeah,
for
we'll
you to tie it off.
and then
Stand way back.
everybody will move back.
As soon as everyone's off the door, I'm booking it away from that door.
You gonna close the tiny hut?
Tiny Hut disappears as soon as I leave it.
Oh, cool. All right, then. I guess we're all gonna grab the rope and pull this door down.
So how do we do this?
We all take the rope and
Pull the rope.
We yell heave ho, and then the door comes down on its
Everybody
own.
make a strength check.
So who's pulling the rope?
I think
Everybody.
everyone is.
No, it doesn't sound like everyone's pulling the rope. I haven't heard everyone say they're pulling the rope.
Well,
Yuri
the
is
gnome,
not.
he can pull the rope, but it wouldn't really matter. He's a gnome. I mean, he could have a strength of 18, and I'm looking like an idiot, but normally he's a gnome.
Just for that, I'm making a strength barbarian gnome.
I did make a strength barbarian gnome.
Yeah, I'm helping with the rope.
He was cool too. He had advantage on every save he did.
So do I hear everyone is doing that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, everyone's helping.
So do we all make a strength check, or how do we?
Yep. Give me a
Okay.
strength check. At advantage.
Is everybody doing a strength tracker?
Yep.
Fuck! I had fucking 8. Are you kidding me, man?
Hey, muscle bard.
Ugh, we're gonna be like just a handful of us are gonna make it.
So, you guys start kind of pulling on it, but you're all pulling on it at different times. That was badly coordinated. The door barely budges.
Okay, okay.
All right,
You gotta try it again. We gotta try it again, people.
I'm gonna smack everyone with a bardic inspiration real quick and just yell heave ho.
All right. Your bardics are a
Also,
D.
Yuri, how many guidances can you give out for one check?
It's concentration.
It's one.
So everyone gets a D8?
Yeah, everyone on the rope gets a D8.
And I'll give Jaeger guidance on it.
Okay,
Not Alpha, because he's the strongest?
Correct.
wait. So what is guidance again?
Adds a D4.
Oh, was that supposed to be at an advantage still?
Mm-hmm.
I'll re-roll that D20.
Score 1 for consistency.
12. So
So it would be 20 from Jaeger.
All right, you guys are all able to heave and hoe, and you pull the door ajar.
See, guys, I
You can hear
told you
the
you just have to yell
straining
heave
of
ho.
metal coming from the lock as you see it begin to bend a little bit, but it's held together by the door being hung against the door.
good job. Whoever's idea this was, I definitely didn't think it was gonna work.
All right, now we can go inside.
Is it ajar enough for people to squeeze through?
Oh yeah,
It would have
there's-
fallen down, right?
yeah. There's a nice 10-foot wide opening here. Like you got it almost all the way open.
Okay.
All right. What can I see on the other side? Just
Well, you see inside of this rather large, almost cathedral-looking structure on the inside here. You can see a long room, at the center of which is a raised wall about 3 feet high, and you can see in it mounds of scrap metal and wood. The length of this, let me just double check this again. The length of this this massive cathedral stretches off towards almost 120 feet deep. You can see to the sides of this area, flanking a series of chambers off to the side, Warforged, attached to what look to be some kind of storage racks. One moment. Because I've got quite an area to unveil. At the far end of this chamber, on a raised dais, you can see another Warforged Colossus. This one in significantly better condition, and with a different set of arms.
Now this, so there's light inside this room?
Correct. You can see it illuminated by crystals embedded into the walls and hanging from the ceiling.
Speaking of, I'm gonna grab my dagger before we head in real quick.
Before we step across that doorway, we might want to check for any magical traps.
Or we could also take a short rest.
Yeah, we could do that too.
Got no objections. I'll put up the tiny hut again.
So we take an hour break. Drink a juice box.
Alright, you guys drink your juice, take a break, get some nappies. You know.
Nappies.
I'm
Yes,
not going
nappies.
to let that die.
Wait. Who originally said it?
I did. We were playing Baldur's Gate 2, and I said nappies. Alright. But yeah, you guys are able to finish your rest. Undisturbed and unmolested.
Does someone want to check for any alarm systems or traps that could be...
Yeah. I use detect magic. Is there any magic weirdness going on?
The stone itself is infused with magic, but nothing that stands out.
Nah, we're good. Go ahead.
Alright, I'll investigate the room to find... Well, obviously there's a lot in here, but to find things of particular note.
The mound of wooden
Well-
wall in the center.
Given that the Warforged produced today are only repaired, maintained, and occasionally reactivated, this kind of concentration of Warforged is rather unprecedented.
This is probably where you guys have been made, and I'll gesture back at our Warforged party members. You think you guys can find any upgrades around here? Maybe secrets to making more?
I'm gonna start investigating myself.
I'll also.
So do we all roll separately for that, or...
We should split up and look for clues.
Yeah.
The party's splitting up and searching for clues.
In this room. Just in the room. We're not leaving the room.
I'm going to put up a Liam's tiny hut in the doorway and just make it blend in and keep an eye out for anyone coming this way while the party spreads out.
Good idea.
I'll suggest that everyone sit around until it's up, so we can use it as a bunker if we need to.
Alright.
It'll last for 8 hours.
Alright, let's see. There are rows of Warforged on the wall. There's a pile of parts in the middle. And then there's a Warforged Colossus that we can see. I'll investigate the Colossus.
Alright. You
Those-
go to investigate the Colossus. Give me an investigation check.
13.
I want to help.
That would have been something to say before he rolled.
Well, I mean, he rolled at the time you said roll, and I didn't get a chance to say it.
I did announce before.
So, Jaeger, you and Alpha comes running up later. Begin poking around this Warforged Colossus. The chassis itself is pretty archetypical of the other Warforged Colossi that you've seen, with a rather notable difference. In place of its axe arm, you see instead a single iron beam extending out with a series of kind of metal rings kind of extending from segments of it.
It's a coil gun, isn't it?
These metal rings, as you kind of poke around them, are copper. As you kind of begin poking around further, this is in structure looking similar to certain kinds of cannon.
Ooh, can I scavenge parts?
Do we want to make sure it's not alive first? Does it look like it's sleeping or deactivated?
You cannot tell.
Can I?
You cannot tell.
Do you want to really start stripping this thing? If it's still alive, might get angry. Don't necessarily want to face that big cannon. Look, there's a big pile of parts right there in the center.
Can I
Let's see if we can
scavenge
find
anything out of the parts without scavenging the Goliath or the?
You mean the massive pile of Warforged scrap?
Yes.
I'll help him search through that.
Alright. You guys start poking through there. Most of what you find is damaged. But you do find a rather interesting piece of equipment here. You discover an arm blade.
Ooh.
Very specifically, a Warhammer Arm Blade.
That's a Warhammer.
Make up your mind, Gilbert. Is it a hammer or a blade?
Look, that's what it's called, okay?
Now, what does it look like? Does it look like a hammer on the end of an arm?
Not quite. This is a common magic item that you would attune to, and let's put it this way. Whichever arm you attune this to, you can have it alternate between being a hand and a hammer.
Ooh, I'll take that.
So I don't know, like your fist retracts and a hammer comes out, that kind of thing.
Cool,
I
yeah.
was closing your fist.
Do any... So this is all valuable stuff, even if it's just scrap. We should take what we can use, and then I'm sure your Artificers Guild would love to come down here with an archaeological team or something.
What is this called? Arm Blade?
Yes.
What else is in the room? So we have the Warforged on the walls that are hooked up to
Warhammer.
something.
Sorry, what?
So what else? So what's in this room that we've seen so far is the big pile of Warforged scrap in the center. The big
And then the
Colossus.
modified Colossus in the back.
Yeah.
So that's what you and Alpha got up to. Armisen, Catherine, Yuri, what are you guys doing? Well, they're poking around there.
I'm still keeping a lookout in the doorway.
I was just poking around the room in general, seeing if there was anything valuable or interesting.
I'll examine the Warforges, see if like any of them could possibly be like reactivated, or like they're all like pretty much dead until they're repaired and reactivated fully by the Artificers Guild.
All right. We'll start with that one. Yeah, Armisen, you kind of poke around. These Warforged that are kind of suspended on these racks are not animated. Whatever spark is used to give a Warforged its soul has not been used on these.
So they're not dead, they've never been alive. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, this is yeah.
So they're just Warforged shaped hunks of metal and wood right now.
Correct.
They're baby forges! Pre-babies.
Yuri, are you sticking around to this area?
I'm not. What do you mean this area?
Like, are you going a substantial distance from the party as you poke around?
How big is the room?
Well, you can see a pair of stairwells, one to the right, one to the left.
I'm not leaving the room.
Okay. You do notice that up towards the Warforged Colossi, there are a pair of curtains drawn over. You can kind of make out a pair of openings behind them.
I look behind the curtains.
As you look into here, you see inside of this inside of this 35 by 35 room, a workshop. A number of incomplete Warforged are hanging from racks. A cold forge is set on to the left wall of the room with an anvil. A series of storage tables and shelves kind of flanking these walls. And in the center of the room, a long table cluttered with tools and half-assembled Warforged body parts.
Does Detect Magic show anything?
There is no magic in here.
Dead end.
Dead end.
All right. I just take a look to see if there's any hidden compartments or like, valuables hidden here, etc.
Can I search the drawers?
You're busy doing other stuff, Jaeger.
Oh, this is at the same time?
Yep. After all, you guys said you were splitting up to search for clues. All right. Yuri, yeah, you start poking around. Give me an investigation check.
I'm still looking at that cannon on that fucking Warforged over there.
As you go poking around, you find a number of schematics.
For what?
You have found 4 out of 10 schematics for the construction of a Warforged.
Neat.
Ooh.
Those would be bad.
I would like to see those.
Ooh. Maybe we can make a Warforged Colossus companion with a cannon.
I mean, I'm gonna upgrade myself as much as I can. I want that cannon off that fucking guy, and I'm thinking about a way to get it.
That cannon is
As
said
big
you're
as you,
6
probably.
Yeah, you said you're 6'6"?
Yeah,
That cannon has 1.5 feet on you.
I'll strap it to my back and bend over when I fire it. The fuck, I'll go to all fours and be a tank.
Just have a core transplant. You transplant your soul into the Titan.
That is not something that's known to occur with Warforged to anything you've heard of.
Even if it was possible, we couldn't take him into any tight spaces.
That's true. That's true. I like the Warhammer.
Then you would also not be able to do stealth checks, probably, either.
I can't do stealth checks now anyway.
Wait, how tall is this Warforged Colossus?
One second. Oh, wait, 1 second. I'm sorry, this is a Warforged Titan. My apologies.
Oh, yeah, so even larger?
No. Warforged Colossi are a totally different thing. Yeah, this is similar to Warforged Titans that you've been encountering. Yeah, these things are huge. They get upwards of 15 feet tall.
Is there anything else in this area we can find?
Also, that would mean I need to revise my measurement of that thing. You're like the size of the barrel, not even like the base of it, just the barrel itself.
Okay.
Sorry, what was the other thing?
Can I take down the schematics of the weapon?
There are no schematics for this weapon here.
No, I'm not saying that. I want to sit there and study the weapon and take down the schematics as I look at it.
That would require something more invasive than just looking at it. Also, do you have proficiency in any tools?
Yes.
Arcana?
Yes. I have proficiency in thieves' tools, and because I am a warforged and like to fix myself up, I have proficiency in tinker tools.
Ah, alrighty.
That's why I'm saying I'm gonna sketch, and my intelligence is high enough that I'm gonna sketch on a blank piece of paper what the gun looks like as I disassemble it.
Oh, okay, you're going to try disassemble. Alright.
I'm gonna try, yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, you start... You do the initial sketch, and then you start poking at this thing. You know, getting invasive. And as you do so, it begins to rumble, and its eyes begin to glow.
Told you it was
Roll
a
an
bad
ish.
idea.
Oh, crap. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
We could tell the other
What
ones
was
were
my
dead.
character, man? Beyond fighter, and he doesn't do anything but punch.
Better than the one I got last time. Be back in a sec.
Maybe we can still talk to it. Just apologize.
Maybe y'all can reason with it. I go last, so fuck. I go before the bottle hit me because I go last. I mean, if it sees two other Warforged though standing close, maybe we can de-escalate the situation.
Catherine?
I'm just gonna yell to the Warforged, ignore the idiot, he's just a frontline trooper, and hope that the Warforged understands that it's intended as he's not actually dangerous, just poking his nose where he shouldn't. And I'm gonna try and convince it that we're not an actual threat, and don't need to be squished.
Alright, what language are you doing this in?
Ooh, wait, I have a thing. Universal speech. As of level 6. As an action, I can choose up to my charisma modifier creatures within 60 feet. They understand any language I speak for an hour.
That's awesome. That is awesome. That means he can speak absolute gibberish and he would still know what you're talking about.
It has to be a language, but they'll understand the language, no matter which language it is.
Can you understand them?
It's a language I speak, so as long as they're speaking that language in return, or they can choose to speak a language I don't know.
Okay, but
I'm going to yell it in common, but what
right,
it chooses
but they
to
speak
respond.
a language that you don't know, you can still understand them?
No, it is not tongues.
Okay, had to be certain.
Yeah, it adds language understanding to them, not to me.
Alright, you exclaim that. Muri?
Does this thing look hostile?
Well, you can see arcs of lightning beginning to coil around the coiled metal rod on its right arm.
I load some AP and I open up on him.
Here we go again.
Yep, so much for diplomacy.
What is war but continuation of diplomacy by other means? Is he considered prone?
What?
Is he prone?
No, he is not prone. God, a thing this size? Nuh-uh.
Okay, do those hit?
2 hits.
So anyway, he started blasting.
So 24 points of force and necrotic damage into this thing. And it has disadvantage on strength ability checks. And its speed is reduced by 10.
Okie dokie.
And I guess since I'm in that workshop, I'll back up into it so that I'm not, right in melee with this guy. Like, nowhere close to him.
Alrighty.
That's it for me.
Jaeger.
Can I jump on it and try and climb to the top of it?
Sure. Let me bust out those rules again. Hmm. Ah, here it is. Okay. Just have a grappling. Alright, so I need a strength athletics check or a dexterity acrobatics check. Yes, you are able to grab a hold of it.
And once I'm on top of it, I'll hit it with a short sword if I have actions left.
Alright.
Does a 13 hit?
A 13 does not hit.
Alright, that'll be me.
Alright, at the end of your turn, it's going to use a legendary action. I need Jaeger and Alpha to give me Constitution saving throws. As you see, little iron rods extend from its carapace and begin sparking with electricity.
Oh, nope, that's not right.
Son of a bitch.
Can I just divide that by 10, or do you want me to roll?
I mean, you could say it was 18.
So, D20.
Damn.
Yeah.
Alright, you both fail.
Well, of course we do.
You each take 3 points of lightning damage and are paralyzed.
Well, I can't dodge that if I'm paralyzed, so...
Plus, it was a Constitution save anyway. So even if you passed, you wouldn't have been able to negate that because it wasn't Dex. Oh, you mean the, yeah, never mind, yeah, that's a different thing. Alright. And... Artie.
So it's been attacked, so I don't think peace is an option anymore. So I guess I will cast. Can I get just it in the fairy fire?
No. Jaeger's right on top of it, and Alpha's right in front of it.
So I'd get both of them too.
I mean, you could angle to get just one of them, but one of them and the Warforged is getting it. Granted, they are both paralyzed until the end of its next turn.
Well, I'd cast Heat Metal.
Alright.
That hits me too, right? Since I'm right on top of
I mean, is it large enough that I could target a piece of metal that he's not on?
Hey, good question. One moment.
the metal under me starts to burn.
And you're too paralyzed to get off.
Yeah, you just hear a sizzling. I went off Alpha's wild ride.
This is a good question. Under. What are your thoughts? A creature constructed of several different pieces of metal, but the whole thing is largely metal. Is it possible to target an individual piece, or would that be the whole creature that gets targeted with heat metal?
What does heat metal say?
Heat metal says you must choose a manufactured metal object, such as a metal weapon or a suit of heavy metal armor. Is this an object?
Oh. No, it's not. It's a creature.
Is it wearing an object?
No, its armor is natural.
Then it is not a valid target for the spell.
Huh. Good to know.
Nice. I'm not afraid. Me.
Not
Indeed. Apparently heat metal cannot be used on this.
Yeah, but I thought it was made of metal.
Yep.
It is not a manufactured metal object. It is a creature.
It's a manufactured metal creature.
I mean, what about the weapons he's holding?
That seems kind of like
Those are also part of it.
That seems like a bad technicality.
That's what the spell says.
I know, but that kind of renders heat metal useless.
Against
doesn't.
Warforged,
Very
yes.
neat
Against
spell.
Warforged, yes, sort of, but
Still works on knights. Still works on a lot of things, just apparently not Warforged. Well, Warforged that are using natural armor. It would work against a Warforged that's using, like, integrated plate or something. Because that's an actual object that's integrated. So yeah, it would seem that by the literal reading of the spell, heat metal would not apply to this.
Okay, well
Well,
then.
that's
Okay.
then I guess who do I want to be in the fairy fire then? Because we're gonna need something to target this thing. Alpha. Wait, Jaeger, you're dexterous, right?
I'm paralyzed.
Does that mean you automatically fail dex saving throws?
I would assume so. Like, I couldn't, even if I was
Yeah,
dexterous.
we're paralyzed, so yeah, we would
Paralyzed.
You don't know any single target spells?
Speak. The creature automatically fails strength and dex saving throws. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage. Any attack that hits the creature is a critical hit if the attacker is within 5 feet of the creature.
Mm-hmm.
See, I'm fixing to get fucked before my turn. He's gonna hit me and crit me and probably kill me. But you have no single target spells?
Well, no. I
6
got
seconds.
things that I'll fairy fire and
Hit me, because it does I'm already stunned. He already has advantage to hit me.
yeah. So fairy fire the construct and alpha. So it needs to make a dex saving throw. I hope it's not good at that. Because it is a giant thingamabob. Oh, goody! It fails.
and then it fucking like does a backflip and passes the save.
Well, you guys have advantage on it. Good luck. And can I, leave the room, hide behind a wall?
Yeah, you could hide in one of the alcoves that contain more Warforged. One of the storage rooms.
So yeah, I'll just start heading in the direction of the exit and hide in the alcove. And that's total cover, right?
Mm-hmm.
Great. Well, that's now Dion's turn. Good luck, Alpha.
All right. This thing. Well, Alpha, you guess what's going to happen?
Yeah, I'm probably fixing to die, but that's okay. I had a good life.
It is going to swing its massive hammer at you in a backhand. That is a crit. You are paralyzed, so you automatically fail the strength save. 1 second. You take 19 points of bludgeoning damage and are sent sailing 15 feet, landing prone on the ground towards the left side of the room near one of the alcoves. And it is going to begin kind of mechanically marching towards the center of this cathedral-like structure. And it's going to, from the coiled rod of metal, fire an arc of lightning at Catherine.
Isn't
Into the
Catherine
dome?
in the dome?
The dome disappeared, to my knowledge.
I haven't left the dome. I've been sitting in the doorway,
Oh,
keeping an eye.
that's right. You set up a second dome. Yep. My mistake. In that case... you know what? Let's see. Well, it can only do one of those and one of those.
I am in the workshop that was behind it, behind the curtain. I didn't shoot it.
True.
Huh. I just noticed something moderately
Yeah.
important.
Yeah, I'd probably be able to figure out that you're still in there. Alright, it's going to fire that rod into the room at you. It is firing blind, though, because of the curtain. Does a 13 hit you, Yuri?
No.
Alright, yeah, you see a sudden arc of lightning leap into the room, lighting one of the curtains on fire. Just kind of blows apart a stool. Alright. That is this thing's turn. Alpha.
I'm gonna stand up, shake my head a little bit. Damn, that was fun. Let's do it again. How far is he from me?
Let's see. He slapped your ass over here, walked over there. He is 5, 10, 15, 20. 20 feet away from you.
Oh, well, then let's go for it. We're going right in there and we're going to smack him with my new and improved hammer. We're going to hammer time his ass. I'm going at him. And he is fairy fired, right?
Yes.
Yep.
18, 22, and 22.
2 hits.
2 hits. Cool, my hammer hit twice. "70 points of bludgeoning damage. And I'm gonna action surge and hit him again. Forgot I could do that. Or I'd done it earlier. How many is that? 2 more?
That is 2 more hits.
All right. $17 more. So altogether, it's 34 points of blunt damage. Because I
All right,
with my hammer.
Yeah, you wail onto this thing.
I am laughing and having a glorious time. I am done.
All right. At the end of your turn, it is going to use a legendary action.
Bitch.
I need a Constitution saving throw from Jaeger and Alpha.
Why did I put +0?
Son of a, that's what I rolled last time.
Isn't that what you both rolled last time?
I think so, yeah.
I mean, I have +7 to my Constitution, and I can't roll over a 10 with the damn. Can't roll it over a 5 with the damn thing.
You each take 5 points of lightning damage and are paralyzed until the end of its next turn.
God.
Taser time.
It's got to be a bitch and pull some bitch move.
Alrighty. Catherine?
So small thing I missed first time around. The language thing effect is magical, and magic cannot go through the dome, so it would not get any benefit from that. But irrelevant now. I'm just going to shoot it and give Alpha a bardic inspiration and hope he survives long enough to make use of it. This thing is fairy fired, right?
Yes, it is.
Is it more than 80 feet from the doorway?
No.
Oh. Oh, that's bad. Hey, look at that. 8 non-magical piercing damage. I should probably just stick to throwing things.
That was a good shot.
It was, but I have a really bad dex and a decent strength.
Anything else?
How far am I from it, actually?
Oh, you are... 80 feet.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, that's out of throwing range of everything I have. That's my turn then.
Alrighty. Yuri?
Bang, bang.
Have advantage. Blow him up. Oh my goodness.
Those both deflect off of its armor.
Damn.
All right.
Ricochet. That
Yeah.
bounce.
I just back up into the room again. How far am I from the dome?
Let's see. From your backed up position?
Uh-huh.
I mean, how far back would you be backing up?
Like 10 feet.
That would put you about 115 feet.
Okay.
115 or 15? I didn't hear that.
115.
Gotcha.
That's it for me.
All right. Jaeger
I'm paralyzed.
is paralyzed. You know what? End of your turn. Legendary action.
Another save.
Nope. It's going to rotate and take a cannon shot towards Yuri.
Shit is transforming.
Another bolt of lightning. Pretty sure a 14 misses you
It does.
as it burns down the other curtain.
Good
Blows
thing
up the
he's
bench
behind
this
an
time.
assembly line of curtains.
Artie.
So, how far is it from me?
Let's see. Here. You are 5, 10, 15, 20, 35 feet away.
Hmm. And how far from the safety of the hut am I?
You are 80 feet.
Well, I'll run 30 feet closer to the hut before ducking into another alcove. And use my owl to do a flyby attack for a shocking grasp.
All right.
My owl does not like this thing. It doesn't really want to go near it.
Yeah, it is kind of spooky.
Well, the owl will fly up and away.
All right.
This is where I would use my bonus action for 8 metal if I could, but I can't. So that... Oh, right, I have defensive field. I activate that. And that's my turn.
Doesn't defensive field require you to have hit it?
No, I just use a bonus action to give myself 10 HP.
Oh, I'm thinking of the other thing. Oh, disruption field? The thing where you punch him with your fist and he gets disadvantage.
The Thunder Gauntlets?
Yeah, what was that field?
It's just a feature of the Thunder Gauntlets.
Oh, I thought they gave it a fancy name. Never mind.
Yeah, Thunder
All right.
Gauntlets.
Okay.
Well, yeah, end of your turn, Artie.
Yeah.
The coil's going to start sparking, and let's see, you would with your position. Okay. Yep, it can see you. It is going to try to blast you with the cannon.
Another legendary action?
Yep. Wait, do you use integrated metal armor?
Yes, he does.
Didn't I duck into an alcove?
Yeah, it can still see you from its position.
Oh. Well, yeah.
Does a 21 hit you? Cannon rolls advantage if you're wearing metal armor.
Nope.
Alright. Yeah, you can kind of see the bolt almost adjust its course as it gets near you, but you just kind of put a little more corner between you and it blasts a section of stone instead.
Oh, do I even have partial cover, though?
No, that was more flavor text.
Oh, okay.
Alright. That was the legendary action. Its turn. Well, it's going to spin the hammer to bitch slap Alpha.
It's a punk bitch that's got to stun me before it hits me. Punk bitch. You hit me. Come on, bring it. Knock me back again 15 feet. Get up. Crack my jaw and I'm coming back at you again. Let's go.
Let's see, auto crits, 68 plus 6. 34 points of bludgeoning damage.
It's not the same thing you hit me with last time.
Oh, did I make the crit from being within 5 feet?
I don't know, but you didn't hit me with it all that last time. But that's all right.
Yeah, I think I might have forgot to add the crit.
Okay, we ain't gotta go back and do it now.
No, I'm not doing that. That's my fault for forgetting that you had the paralyze.
It would be going totally different if we did that. All right.
All right, yeah.
And
Bitch slaps you, go flying back 15 feet and prone.
Yeah.
And it's going to turn the cannon on Armorson again. No on the 19?
Nope.
Yep, bolt of lightning, you just hits more stuff around you. Alright, that's the end of its turn. Alpha.
I'm getting up. All right, bitch. This getting old, and I'm gonna go in and hit him again.
One hit.
I need him to make a strength save.
Against?
Being knocked prone.
Alrighty. I think that fails.
I believe it does, yes. He falls prone. He is size larger below, right?
No, he's huge.
Oh, well, then he didn't have to make a save.
Oh.
I can't knock. It's got to be large or below.
Huh.
So he didn't. Yeah, I couldn't knock him over. But I whacked him another 13 points of. Another 12 points of blunt damage with my hammer. I'm not gonna survive another round, but that's okay.
Yeah, he's looking all dinged up.
I'm done.
Is that how you say he's bloodied?
No. More like 75%.
Ah.
He's got some dings. You can tell that he's been injured. It's Alpha's turn. Legendary action cannon against Armisen.
Really hates me.
Yeah, he really does.
I didn't even deal any damage to him. Looks like he got me that time. He had advantage that time?
Yeah, the previous time was me goofing up on the roll because I forgot that you were using, metal armor. It's not often I'm actually tracking what your metal is made out of. What your armor is made out of.
Ah, yes, this metal is made out of metal.
Ooh, it's not going to. Yay.
This is not going to end well, Artie. I'm sorry. You may die before me. Well, no. Because he's.
What do you mean? He only got crit by a railgun.
If y'all don't put him down within the next
36 points of lightning damage.
Ugh.
All right. Well, so
can you absorb elements?
Ooh, yeah, I could.
As a reaction, save yourself. Maybe cut that in half, maybe.
Yeah, I'll do that. I was going to use the Radiant Gauntlet to try and blind him, but he probably has a very high con.
Gilbert, you would make a Tau in D&D that wipes half the party. Giant mechanical suit of armor with a railgun.
Honestly, my inspiration for this was, what if I stuck Tesla coils on a Warforge?
Well, then you get a Tesla Trooper.
Well, I passed the concentration check.
It's even worse than the Tau, it's the Enclave.
I was making a Command & Conquer reference.
All right. New-ish. Do something to it, Catherine.
Catherine.
I've heard he's pretty dinged up. I'm gonna put another ding in him.
That's right. Ding him.
12.
Yeah, you see the spark? Was that crossbow bolt?
Yes.
Wouldn't you be an
He says
advantage?
spark with crossbow bolt. Yep, yeah, he should be.
I think I only hit on like a 18 and up anyways, but
Yeah.
11. Then I'll give Jaeger a Bardic Inspiration, and that's going to be my turn. There is a chance I hit him and do no damage, because I have a -1 to my attacks.
There's a chance you hit me, too.
There's a chance I hit you and do no damage.
I just like the visual of Jaeger, like, electrically paralyzed in his cling to the giant robot. Can't
The
fall off
warlord.
when your grip is paralyzed gripping.
Yeah, it's just, when the electricity courses through you, like, your muscles just tighten up.
Mm-hmm. That's what causes the paralysis. Yuri?
Bang, bang.
Twin hits?
22 force and necrotic damage.
Now it's looking damaged.
That's it for me.
Alright.
Am I still paralyzed?
No. Also,
No, you didn't do it.
at the end of Yuri's turn, it's going to go zap, zap, zap with the cannon on Armorson. Does a 21 hit your Armorson?
Nope.
Alright.
Wow.
God, I love my high AC.
Yep, it's nice. Jaeger?
Well, I'm relatively safe up here, even if I do get paralyzed. But I will. Is there someone in melee with it besides me?
I don't think so. I'm pretty sure it pimp slapped Alpha away.
It did?
Didn't Alpha
Okay.
get back in melee?
Yeah, he did. Because he then tried to trip it. Yeah, he's in melee.
Okay, I will try and hit it with my short sword. Nope. And I will use disengage to back all the way up.
Wait, don't you have advantage?
Mm-hmm. Advantage.
Okay, I'll do that again then. $21.
That's a hit. Sneak attack.
And I'll re-roll one of those. I'll re-roll the 2. Two. So that would be 21 points. And then I'll hop off and run a. Is there any cover nearby?
Well, you are 15 feet up, so you'll be risking fall damage there. And when I say risking, I mean taking. And let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Can't you disengage as a bonus action?
You'd have to get 35 feet to get any kind of cover.
Oh yeah, I have 40. I have 40 feet of movement, so I will do that. And how much am I taking?
1 point of fall damage.
Can I use uncanny dodge?
No,
to
you
dodge
cannot
that?
dodge gravity.
Damn. Okay, that's my turn.
Also, I'm pretty sure you can't use that to reduce it past 1.
Damn, gravity got hands.
Start fighting the earth.
Man, when you're so edgy that you can just fucking sneak past line of sight in perfect vision and dodge gravity. Alright. Anything else?
No, that's it. And dodging gravity, that's just called being an astronaut.
Yurikigari
And
was the first rogue.
end of your turn, zippity zap. He's got the gat. He's gonna try to hit Armisen. Man, Armisen just not getting zapped today. Armisen.
So, how far away this time?
It hasn't moved. Let's see.
So 65 feet?
Yeah, it would be 65 feet away from you right now.
Well, my owl will try shocking grasp again.
You have advantage. Oh, yes. Good job.
The owl touched him with like a single talon. It was more of a static shock than anything else.
They're.
Oh my god.
2.
Welp, I run 30 feet closer to the dome.
That would put you in the dome.
Cool, I'm safe. I'll activate my defensive field anyway. And my owl will fly up out of sight.
Damn it. I'm fixing
Alrighty. This thing's turn.
I taunt it. Haha, you can't get me.
It is going to turn on its massive mechanical legs and glare down upon Alpha.
Bring it on, bitch.
It
I'm
goes
not
bonking
stunned.
on the top of the head like it's playing whack-a-mole.
I'm not stunned this time. That does hit, though. But you don't get crit damage, you just get regular damage.
Right. I know.
Oh my god! Okay.
1
What?
HP in a dream.
Yes! I have 15 hit points! I had 15 hit points. Now I have 1.
It's
Yeah, it just kind of
impressive.
bonks you on the head, leaving you with 1 hit point.
Oh, fudge.
It's impressive how often we get knocked down to 1 health.
It really is. Alrighty, let's see here.
My turn.
No, it's still got its movement and an attack. It's going to... You know what? The gnome's actually kind of scary. It's going to lumber its way over towards the workshop. This will provoke an attack of opportunity from Alpha.
It is also at 10 reduced speed.
Mm-hmm. Which means it only has 30.
So it gets halfway there.
Damn, this thing has 40 movement speed.
Mm-hmm. It's been moving a lot slower than it normally could, though. You know, slow advance.
Missed.
Indeed, that misses. And yeah, it's going to make it up. Let's see, there's 5, 10. Alright, that puts him right in front of the workshop, but not with the line of sight. That's his turn. Alpha.
How far is it away? 30 feet?
Yes.
30 feet, and I'm hitting it. We're not done. Damn you, we are not done.
One hit.
And 13 more points of blunt damage.
All right.
Don't run from me. We ain't done.
End of your turn. It's going to spend its 3 legendary action points. And those little rods are going to come out and start releasing its aura of tasing. Constitution saving throws from Alpha and Yuri.
It has like a
Alpha.
30-foot reach with that?
I want you to look.
Alpha, you do have a bardic inspiration if you
Do
want
I have
to
a different space for you in here than...
You said
You
it was
actually
60
are?
feet away from me. If it only moved 30, it's 30 feet away from me.
A 19, Gilbert,
Yep.
instead of an 11.
No, I looked at the old data point. That was my B. In that case, it's just Alpha.
I rolled a 19.
Well, you feel electricity course through your body.
Not this time, boy. We going to town.
You are not paralyzed, but you take
Oh, come on, man. Don't kill me this way.
0 points of lightning damage.
Oh.
Hated kid.
Yep, it's a save or suck ability.
Oh, wow.
It does nothing or it fucks you up. There's no in between. Alrighty, Catherine.
What to do, what to do. Yeah, that's all I can do. I only have crossbow at this range. Six damage. Assuming a 21 hits.
Alright, yep, that hits.
Did... Did Artie move towards Yuri to chase the golem thing?
I'm in the dome.
Ah, great.
Yeah, Artie's like right next to you.
Bonk Bardic Inspiration. That's my turn. That is everything I can do right now.
Woo. At least you're hitting him. I mean, hell.
I've done like 13 damage.
It's 13 damage.
I did technically also buy you another round.
That's true.
Maybe.
You have.
Yeah, that's my turn.
Yuri.
Bang, bang.
Just in the back of the room. Bang, bang, bang through the door.
Bang, bang.
I mean, if it
through
works.
the door, baby.
That is 16 force and necrotic.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Jaeger.
How far away am I?
Let's see, it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 30 feet between you and its massive form.
Huh.
This is the point. You need a bow.
I throw a dagger at it.
Stab him in the back of the knees.
I'll make that an aim shot.
You already have advantage because he has what's called it up.
Fairy fire?
Yep.
$20.
You can add your sneak attack to that.
Hit.
Mhm.
Yep, add that sneak attack. Add that snack.
Attack.
18 points of damage.
Alright, yeah, this guy's not looking great.
And I'll duck back into cover. That's my turn.
Alrighty, Armerson.
Well, let's see if my owl is brave enough to actually effectively hit it this time.
Lol.
Yes! 12 points of lightning damage. Right to the head.
Indeed. That is much tasering.
And the owl flaps off.
Mm-hmm. This guy. Well, he gets all his legendary action points back. And he is going to poke his cannon into the room. Actually, wait, no. There's a fucking guy in melee with his ass right now. Alpha, you're getting bonked. Alpha, are you bonked?
Come on, yes, I am bonked.
14 points of bludgeoning.
I fall over.
Flat. Or I guess since you're Warforged, it would be a crunch.
That'd be more of a clang.
I was thinking a clatter, personally. And then he's going to stick the barrel into the room and he's going to go try to zap Yuri.
The barrel just takes up the entire doorway and you hear screaming from inside.
No, you just hear Yuri go, well, that sucks.
Son of a bitch, not again.
You're going to hear this thing grumble out something in a language that you don't quite understand. And it's gonna try to zap you.
It didn't happen to speak Undercommon, did it?
No.
Okay.
No. It sounded like a really, really old version of Common.
Yeah. That hits.
Damn, I can't reaction cast comprehend languages.
21 points of lightning.
Okay. It sees me disappear. Because as a reaction, when I take damage, I can turn invisible and teleport 60 feet.
Yeah, you hear some mechanical movement as it looks at its arm and then back to where you were.
Does it scratch its head?
Yes, it scratches part of itself with the hammer.
It thinks it obliterated him.
Man, usually they turn
Well,
into a pink mist.
gnomes are like 10% flesh and 90% explodium.
All right, Alpha, your turn. Death saving throw. That's a pass. Catherine, your move.
Bang. Yuri's invisible, right?
Yes.
Jaeger hasn't used his bardic, has he? I'm going to take that as he is not, so that's my turn.
Yuri.
All right. Well, I'm standing in the middle of the room where he started, and I'm going to shoot him in the back twice.
All right. Yes. Yes, you do.
Nothing personnel, kid.
For 42 points of force and necrotic damage.
Ooh, 666.
Triple sixes. Do you know what that means?
The monster
I'm a
is
greater
obliterated
demon.
because
Wheel of demons. All right, joking aside, yeah. You unload into this thing, blasting apart chunks of blasting apart chunks of metal, exposing a core at the center of it, and then hitting that with the next shot.
Oh, there's your AP rounds.
Lightning arcs across the surface of this metal monstrosity.
Oh no, it's supercharge mode.
You can see bits of metal beginning to melt and soften as it...
I back up 25 feet.
It's... Fuck, I did it again.
As a reaction, can I yell, oh no, he's going sicko mode?
As he explodes.
I think the only person in range was Alpha.
Yep.
So Alpha's dead?
What? No.
Depends how much damage
Oh,
it does.
Alpha's a meaty
Oh.
dude.
Right, it's only...
Well, he's unconscious, so he can't pass this, so it's one failure, unless this obliterates him. Now, Mister, if this obliterates him, quite frankly, he had it coming.
What's
Could be
Alpha's
one
max
damage
hit
away.
point?
Alpha, what's your maximum hit points?
I think he said like
76.
76. Okay.
How many dice are you rolling?
Yeah.
The dice? Yes, we're rolling the dice.
Yes, give me a second.
I mean, D10s, like 10 D10s. Oh, 2D6. That's it, plus 3.
I was just fucking with you, yeah. 2d6 points of bludgeoning damage and 3d4 points of lightning
That
damage.
gives me one failure, so yeah, so I'm at 1 and 1.
Yep.
Yeah, I was about to say, it's bad when the DM sighs and starts reaching for the Shadowrun bag for dice.
Oh man, Shadowrun's a shithole, but it's a fun shithole we play together. Alrighty. So, that thing died. How was Yuri's turn? Jaeger! You see a molten slag pile kind of hovering over Alpha. chunks of metal laying on top of them.
Can I run over and try and stabilize him?
Yeah, give me a medicine check.
Nope. That is
Well, if you
no.
rolled a 1, I'd have had to take a failure, and but I'd been upset.
Ugh.
That's because I'm more robotic than human. You don't understand what's going on. That's okay. I'm not upset.
I just see smoldering wood and metal.
Whose turn? It's Artie's turn. Artie, heal me up. I know you have a cure spell. You're an artificer. It's a basic spell.
What? Artificers don't have. I got.
Artificers do have cure wounds.
Yeah, but I don't have it prepared.
Range.
I'm not a healer.
He's a fighter, man, not a healer.
Strive to be both. Beta
I think
is
you're actually the best healer in the party right now.
I will try a medicine check to try and stabilize him.
Give that check.
He runs over there, pulls out some wood glue.
Some wood glue and like a soldering torch.
Alright.
Actually, fun bit of info. Wood glue is what triggered my first allergic reaction.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you told me the story a while ago.
It also apparently triggered the Hashimoto's.
Oh.
I
That's
didn't
not
hear
good.
that part of it.
That is a severe allergic reaction.
Uh-huh. Fun
Yeah,
times.
it's,
Alrighty.
things that are good, it's not good.
Thyroid condition. Alright, so.
I pull up all my tools and start saying,
Alpha. You are stable.
Yay!
Roll a d4.
Oh, crap.
In 2 hours, the party will hear a Windows startup noise. Yep, you'll regain consciousness in 2 hours.
and just Artie because it's over the Wi-Fi.
Yeah, it's the Bluetooth ears that you guys had installed.
You'll notice a new device joins up on the Wi-Fi.
Well,
.exe would like to change permissions on your computer.
so much for the salvaging of the cannon.
I would like to mourn the poor lost Warforged here.
Fuck a mourn. See if there's anything salvageable in that bastard.
I mean, he kind of is like a melting.
The cannon was bigger than we are. Only the top half of this Warforged is melting. Identify that and make sketches of that cannon.
No, the whole
Bring it.
thing melted.
Bring Alpha to me, please.
Oh,
Okay, start
More
dragging
accurately,
him.
the core, top, and right arm melted. The hammer arm is still in relatively good condition, and its legs are still kind of good.
Just 2 feet standing there on top of like a puddle of molten metal.
Yeah, kind of. The top core and right side are all kind of sagging. The other side still looks pretty good.
Like those
Anyone want to
minis
help
of,
me drag Alpha over to Catherine?
it's like those minis of some dude who apparently had a grudge against the White Scars, so they just made a bunch of 40k models of them getting hit by melted guns.
Yeah, sure, I'll help you drag him over into the bubble.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, hold on, I'll find it.
So yeah, we drag Alpha over into the bubble. So
I'll
Catherine
take
can heal.
one foot, you take the other.
Uh-huh.
Once he's in the dome, I'll give him a healing word. Just get him back on his feet.
Yeah, I just sit down in the bubble because I'm bloodied. I'm just like, I'm going to drink a juice box.
Alright, we should take a nap. I'll play us a nice little ditty. And, you guys try not to hurt yourselves more than you already have.
Yeah, I just need an hour or so.
Yeah, if anyone's taking a short rest, I'll play a Song of Rest. It is an extra D6.
Cool. And Alpha, you did hear that Catherine healed you, right?
Say again?
You did hear that Catherine healed you, correct?
No, I did not. I missed that. How
Yeah,
much? 5
5.
points? Thank you. So if we're taking a short rest, I'm going to go ahead and spend some hit die.
Does anything happen in that hour?
The hour goes by quietly. And you complete your short rest. Half an adventuring day behind you.
All right.
Yeah, I don't remember who that is, Gilbert, but apparently they just despise white scars or something.
Losers. White Scars are awesome.
They are.
Already. And I think here, inside of this Warforged manufacturing plant, I think that's where we'll call the session.